6 million people in the U.S. are trading cryptocurrency. In fact, if you bought, sold, traded, or cashed out the crypto world, the IRS wants to know about it. But how do you claim virtual money? I am joined now by David Peters, a financial advisor and CPA. David, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get started. So how do you claim cryptocurrency?
Well, so unlike a lot of other things, when I'm trading sort of your normal types of investments, typically I'm going to get a 1099 at the end of the year. That may or may not be the case with cryptocurrency. There are some platforms that are giving us 1099s where we can use that to know when we bought and sold things. And then there's other platforms that are not. Either way, we need to declare it on our tax return.
So let me ask you, is there a certain amount that you have to earn or sell to claim it?
No, I mean, when it comes to making trades, and so if I bought cryptocurrency, I turn around and I sold it, there's no de minimis. So I'm gonna declare it on my Schedule D the same way that I would with the stocks that I traded throughout the year.
So you declare it all even if you don't receive a 1099 for the company. What type of problem or challenge does that create for folks?
Well, I think it creates a big problem because with the platforms maybe not reporting things on a 1099 like we're used to seeing, we're going to have to rely on our own records. The taxpayer is going to have to provide records of when they bought and when they sold things, and how much they paid for things and how much they sold it for. And so sometimes that can be really problematic. We've also seen some situations where taxpayers have gone into the platform that they've used and maybe they can only get the last 6 months worth of transactions. Well, that doesn't help me out if I'm trying to report for the entire year. So we're kind of having clients go back and recreate things from the records that they have in order to ensure that they're reporting everything that they need to.
You know, and it sounds very problematic for all of the reasons that you just named and even more. Is the IRS really going to crack down on this?
I think that they are, and it's already on the radar screen. One of the things that you may have noticed is that on the top of your income tax return, there's a checkbox where you have to declare whether or not you have done things like sold cryptocurrency, and so that you have to declare what you've done with digital assets. So it's definitely on the radar screen because they're making you check a box at the top of the tax return saying that you have been involved in trading these things. And so certainly it's on the radar screen. I think that regulation is a big deal, and it is certainly something that we're going to see more of going forward.
How can the IRS crack down when you're talking about an industry that typically has no regulation? They're not even sending out 1099s.
Well, I think that that is really what everybody is waiting to see is how exactly they're going to go about increasing the reporting and increasing the transparency. And I think that that's the part that we're all kind of interested in, at least for the clients that are out there that are doing things with digital assets, things like NFTs, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. The big thing to remember is that we need to keep good records, because the IRS puts it on the taxpayer to maintain those records and to produce those records in the case that they get a letter or something gets questioned.
How do investors know legit sites when it comes to cryptocurrency?
I think that is really tough right now. I think that especially with some of the fraud that we have been seeing over the last year or so, I think that is really difficult. What I would just advise and what I have been advising people is to talk to financial professionals, talk to CPAs, talk to financial advisors about what they're doing with cryptocurrency, and just make sure that you're telling them that information, because I think that sometimes people get out there and they don't really know what they're getting into, and we just want to make sure that people know what they're putting their money in.
All right, David Peters, financial advisor and CPA, thank you so much. We appreciate it.